Hello and welcome to the very first episode of, I think it's Turnabout Substitution, the case that was made in Pyrite. If you guys don't know anything about this, I highly suggest that you watch the video that I made about it, the intro video, which will be somewhere on the screen. So go ahead and click that. Won't take long to watch, about 5 minutes. So go get yourself introduced if you are not, familiar with this, and if you are, let's get started. December 26th, great start, huh? 4:28 a.m. Write Anything Agency, Apollo's bedroom. Home sweet home. Hey voice, how do you do? It's nice to see you again. Kinda weird, Apollo. That was my chance to finally let it all out. Is he drunk? This birthday party was even worse than I thought it would be. Everyone talking behind poor Mark's back. Amy getting completely drunk and not realizing it. Even the music was about as good as Mr. Wright's piano playing. Wow, that's rude. Really rude. My phone is off, isn't it? I think he's drunk. To think this is why I missed a plane to Borginia. I mean, there must be plenty of other reasons not to go home to some... That was too fast for me to read. With a magic freak and a disbarred lawyer who cheats at poker, right? Yeah, he's drunk. Jeez, Apollo. Better start packing my stuff, though. How are you coherent when you're drunk? On second thought, I think I'll just wait until tomorrow. I could really use some sleep. Now, let's put on some good music and go to bed. That's not a good idea. This is a throwback. I like that. I did not notice that the first time I played because I had not actually played Apollo Justice. I can't click past this either, so... Must be weird for them too, actually. I mean, I'd rather be a witness to a murder than a mother to someone like me. That's for sure. Oof. Mr. Wright sure knows how to properly announce important news. Merry Christmas, Apollo. Couldn't buy you a new shirt, but I found you a mother instead. Oh, and by the way, this is your sister. Happy? End quote. What a stingy old fool. I'm thinking. Shouldn't be thinking. Should be sleeping. Still thinking. Come on, Sandman. What are you waiting for? I wish everybody would leave me alone. I always call on my telephone. I'm not sure what inflection to read that as. So. What the? Sorry, I was trying to put it on speaker. Wait, what? My hearing isn't quite what it used to be. Anyway, you absolutely need to go to the detention center. Now! Oh, and could you bring Mr. Wright with you, please? This is probably the judge. I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. No hiccup. Wait a minute. Isn't it a bit early for visiting hours? Visiting towers? Sorry, but I don't have the time for sightseeing. It's 4 a.m. Listen, can we talk about this later? Wait, 4 a.m. already? Anyway, you need to come as soon as you can. Thank you. Thank you for ruining my sleep. Well, so much for cheap hotels. This was kind of familiar. Wonder if we already met? If that was a spoiler, I'm probably just gonna stop. I guess to avoid any possible spoilers, I'll save my opinions or guesses because, like I said, I already played this, so. This can't be! And so, on the charges of murder, I am hereby declared guilty. What? It doesn't happen. Mr. Justice, is there something wrong? No, nothing. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I'm sorry. So, what did you call me here for, Your Honor? I didn't do nothing, I swear. Spoken like a true bad boy. By the way, my name is Judge Chambers, but you can call me Judge. Okay, Judge. Let's start with a few questions then. So for our first examining portion, we're going to talk to the judge. I only have one question. Why were you arrested? Pretty appropriate, I'd say. So, how did you wind up here? Yesterday at about 1 AM, I came to visit a convict in his cell. In his cell? Doesn't sound like standard procedure to me. Just say I was granted a special permission. Alright, what happened next? We were just talking when I suddenly became dizzy and fainted. Have you consulted a doctor about this? They won't believe me. I mean, why would anybody? Why is that? Because according to them, I'm as fit as a fiddle. And you're old. Besides, when I came to, the victim's body disappeared. What? His blood was all over the place. I was lying on the ground with a gun in my hand. Apparently the weapon had been fired twice. One bullet was recovered at the crime scene. But I didn't do it. I swear, Mommy, this priceless vase just broke on its own. Come on, Apollo, you're better than that. Any witness? Yes, a prison guard. He claims to have seen the actual moment of the crime. Great. So you're basically telling me this is a hopeless case. Come on, man, what do you do for a living? I told you to bring Mr. Wright with you. Why specifically him? Because he's a good lawyer? The fact that there's a question mark there doesn't bode well. Used to be. A lawyer. Will you represent me? Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Will you marry me? References galore. Well, it's not as if I had a choice. Thank you so much, Mr. Justice. I knew I could count on you. Flattery will get you nowhere, you whore. That's good. I like that. Wait a second. I'll write you a formal request, because I have to do that in court. Chambers request added to the court record. You need to tell them, Mr. Justice, tell them I'm innocent. I don't have long to live. Prison going isn't going to change that. But I want my grandchildren to know what kind of man their grandpa was. That's very noble. Pull yourself together, Apollo. There's a life at stake. Thank you. Oh, that's right, he's drunk, too. He's innocent. He has to be. This is what you always wanted to do. To fight for people like him. Spent his entire life fighting for justice. It's time to give him some. Now act like his lawyer. Act like someone he can trust. I'll do my best. Judge. So, what about the victim? Robert Erlenmeyer was the name of the victim, and is somebody in the series. Robert Erlenmeyer. What kind of man was he? You don't know him? Should I? Have you ever heard of the mysterious bus killings? Wait a minute. But these are serial killings. Truly horrible crimes indeed. No bodies found, fake photographs on the floor forming a bust. The music seat shined Charles Darwin. The police were desperate for an explanation but couldn't find anything. One day, a man came to the precinct. An old biology teacher with shabby clothes and ruffled hair. He confessed everything, and his name was Robert Erlenmeyer. What happened to him? The police believed his claim because he knew details only the killer would know. He was tried for all his crimes. After a stormy trial, he was declared insane but still dangerous and was sent to a prison asylum. Clooney Prison's Asylum. That's where it all happened. Ask for the Siamese's cell if you want to investigate. Before I do that, I just want to know one thing. Why did you come to visit that man? All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes. Chance, nature, compulsion, habit, reason, passion, and desire, Aristotle once said. Which one was it this time, Mr. Chambers? Gasp! Are power forwards allowed in the detention center? I'm afraid these walls don't suit your complexion, Your Honor. Corruptio optimo pessima, Mr. Chambers. Turn this volume down. And yet I shall save you from your sins once again. Wish I could talk. Oh, and I brought you a cup of tea. This might help. Now, perhaps we can talk about business. Excuse me, but Mr. And you are? I'm his lawyer? My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine! Darn, why did I say that? Oh yes, Mr. Justice. You're much appreciated amongst my colleagues. They never stop talking about you. Really? It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Mr. Justice. Now if you'll excuse us... But! If there is no but, we have important things to discuss. You're a lawyer, are you not? Don't you have any work to do? Well, good. Would you please go now? That wasn't even a question. Sometimes I feel like I'm a doormat in a load of boots. Not one of your more, deep sayings. Killer's office. You know, killer office. There we go. Killer office. And who is this charming young lady? Hi, Apollo. You don't mind me calling you Apollo, do you? I'm Rhea Witz, but you can call me Rhea. I'm just gonna say Rhea because I don't know how to read that. Ha! Hi! When exactly did I become a star? I love the hair, by the way. Do you now? I'm already suspicious of her. Really? Yes, it's eccentric, yet classy. You're definitely not as boring as the others. Other who? Anyway, I'm here to apply for the position of legal aid, as advertised in today's paper, etc. Are you a lawyer? As advertised. Why do I not remember about this? It wasn't Phoenix, was it? I'm a funeral director, actually. But it hasn't stopped you before, has it? A funeral director? I don't know, Minnie Mouse was a grave digger. Plus, I do know a bit about law. My mind's in pretty good shape. Did I mention I'm a hard worker? Where's the resume? Here's my business card. Here's business card added to the court record. So, will you hire me? Gosh, that was quick. So, why exactly do you want to be my assistant so much? Is this about the case? Hey, you're as good as they say. Yes, it is about that case. Chambers, you didn't do it. I know it's all over the news, but I won't buy it. You wouldn't murder anyone. I just know it. You sound like you know him personally. I do. I was involved in the Erlenmeyer trial. Sad face. What? Robert Erlenmeyer. He killed my brother. I'm terribly I don't want to talk about it. Words can't describe how devastated I was. But life goes on. I won't let his death ruin my life. I think that's what he would have wanted. That's pretty good to live by, actually. That's why I'm trying to live normally, but I also have to fight for him, you know? I hated Erlenmeyer. I just loathed that deranged animal. And yes, I was a witness for the prosecution. But I also believe in justice. Chambers is innocent. I know because he helped me a lot back then, when all hope seemed gone. He was a saint in a trial of corrupt, self-righteous, fascist nincompoops. That's why I have to get to the bottom of this, no matter what it takes. Sorry, I was just thinking aloud. Some pretty angry music going on in the background there. Very loud. Look who's talking. Probably to then his courts of justice thing. Haha. Except it's not funny at all. Courts of steel? Okay, I've got a good one for you then. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? In the next episode. I am just horrible for that, aren't I? I feel bad for it. Which probably it's gonna be, you know, out today. If it's not, well. In the next episode, we're gonna find out why everyone cries when they eat Mexican pizza. So stay tuned. This is the YouTube game or No Void, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.